In this lesson, we're going to explore spaces and create our first space. Spaces are the top level hierarchy in Wrike, which means that all the projects are going to be based within different spaces. Different organizations set Wrike in a slightly different way, but the most often structure that I've seen that each department's got a different space where they can place their projects related to their department. For example, the IT department will have a space, the HR department will have a space, and so on. In order to create a space, you do it from here or this button here, it doesn't matter. So I'm just gonna create and then I'm gonna click on create space. One important thing to remember is that there are three types of spaces. There's a personal space that's already created for you, and we've explored it in the previous lesson. And then you have a private space, which can only be viewed when you send someone an invite. And then you have a public space, and anyone within your workspace will be able to join this space. If you're working within an HR department, for example, it's a good idea to always have it as a private space. I would say any sensitive project or project that you don't want everyone in the company to know about or view all the details about, you should create it as a private one. And if information sensitivity is not a problem, a public one will probably do a better job because then it's going to make it easier to just send it to everyone in the company, say please just join this space instead of you having to add them manually by invite. So let's create a space here, and I'm gonna make this public one, and I'm gonna name it IT projects, and we're gonna use it to store all of our IT projects within the company. And then I can change the icon here in color if I want to. I can select a different color, for example, and then um, change this icon to this one. And then from here I can add some members. We're gonna add members in a later lesson, so let's not worry about this for now. Then you can manage the users that have access to the space, what they can actually do. So they can have a full access rights, editor, limited or read only. We're going to explore this in a bit more detail when we start adding users. And then we're going to just create our space. And here we are within the IT projects workspace that we've created. One important thing to know is that it doesn't matter which Wrike plan you sign up to, you can create unlimited spaces and you can have unlimited number of members within every space. The space main menu is here on the left and it's at the moment blank, so we don't have any dashboards, calendars, and no projects here, which is not going to be for long because we gonna do that in the next lessons. And this is your space IT projects. If you want to see every single space that you currently have, you can click here on show spaces and you see that now I have four. I have my personal space, I have my IT project space that we've just created. I have the other two spaces that we had previously. From here also you can add some info about the space. So I'll just add description. This IT projects hub is where we store all of our IT related projects. Okay, close this, and now I have my description here stored for anyone that's new to the company, for example. And this is how you create spaces in Wrike. Let's now proceed to the next lesson.